Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. I got a couple announcements to make before we get into stimulus. Okay, this is my channel, so I can talk about anything I want. For some of you out there, it's commented to me and did whatever. You're like, "Hey Rita, what's up? Hey Rita, what's going down?" And others are like, "Please come back. We want to hear from you." Well, I thank you for you wanting me to come back. Fortunately, the problem is I didn't come back for you guys. Came back for myself. You see, another update came out again talking about paper checks and prepaid Visa cards, and I thought throw in general chat. So I'm going to get my first part out of the way. So I took a nap with my whiskey and me. Actually, I was emailing Eliza and Noka back and forth today. She's been very helpful to me. Thank you very much, Eliza. We're talking about the problems about other issues, vulnerability, and etc. So I was supposed to meet up with an advisor today. Instead, they said, "Oh, I can't do it today. Maybe tomorrow." And I was like, "I'm not bothering tomorrow. Fuck it." My motto is "fuck it." If you tell me 3 o'clock today, and then you're like, "Oh, I can't do it today. Maybe tomorrow." Oh yeah, I was thinking maybe tomorrow. I'm like, you know what? I'm just getting fucking tired of this. Fuck it. I mean, literally, it's like the fucking one lady turned around. One of the advisors asked me for 4 or 5 jobs to do for her. I'll tell you that in the general chat, okay? So, tell you what's going on. So, Chloe, on the other hand, is being a nuisance, and the neighbor, of course, I don't hear from her. Chloe, and then this pisses me off. I mean, literally, doesn't anyone freaking realize that towels have to be set somewhere? So anyways, the little son of a bitch I call Chloe, that little son of a bitch, half the time removes that paper towels all over the place and says, "Really? So you didn't know I needed the frickin' paper towels?" I mean, what type of people are running with common sense? Is there any common sense at all? See, this morning's been one of those crank fests, There we go. So, anyways, you guys. So, anyways, I took a nap. I've had my whiskey, and I woke up, and I was behind, and Chloe's hanging around, and all of a sudden, let's just say, hypothetically, before we get stimulus, she tells me, "Oh, you had an appointment today. I let you sleep in. You looked like you were peaceful. Sleeping in my bed was Moppy too. Moppy didn't want to go out. Only time she moved Moppy is when Moppy had to go to the bathroom. So I sat there and said, great. Meanwhile, to the stimulus update. So yeah, I slept. Then I understood a couple of news things that was really interesting. So I wanted to tell my advocate what I learned, to get things on board. And my advocates didn't give two shits. They're like, "Oh, maybe tomorrow." It's like, I don't like fucking excuses. I apologize how many times for my therapist who works with my advocate, and my therapist is like, "Oh, maybe tomorrow." You know what? I just said, fuck it. You know what? I'm tired of this. Lisa Noka and I were talking, and I'm basically pissed. Literally, you want anger? I mean, I got anger right now. That's what I'm feeling. Advocate wanted to know when she got her stimulus. She got hers already, so look what happened, right? And I'm like, you know what? Maybe in a week or so I'll calm down. And the other advocate, who's a therapist, is like, "Do you want me scheduled for tomorrow?" "No, I don't want to schedule for tomorrow. Fuck it." Literally, I screwed up. I don't need to be, I mean, literally, you guys all asked me how I'm feeling, so there you go. So let's get on with this, all right? So, your stimulus update about paper checks versus non-paper checks. So, it says the IRS and Treasury finally have a payment date. Possibly. Most likely bullshit. You guys know this. And there goes that problem. I mean, literally, if it's not one damn thing, it's a fucking million others. So we won't even start. No, I'm live and I'm doing an update again. I just don't.
All right.
I'm in a bad fucking mood. All right, bad fucking mood.
What happened?
Let's just say I'm just in a bad fucking mood. I spent 40 minutes waiting for someone on fucking Zoom to come to me and say, "Oh, maybe tomorrow." I'm not gonna waste my time on Zoom for 40 minutes waiting for some motherfucker.
If you would have told me earlier you had this appointment, I would have got you up at 1.
Yeah, well, I had a one appointment at 1. I had the alarm set, but somehow it was turned off because I didn't turn it off.
Neither did I. I didn't have any idea you had it on in the first place.
Yeah, well, anyways, I'm royally P.O. I'm gonna just get to this done. I can't just have it thing. And what'd you get? That's it? Should have took the empty glass jug with you. It's sitting on the coffee pot. Oh, well. You never look. Place is dirty and you wouldn't even know. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just go to your room and play your game. That's all she's good for, anyways. Anyways, I got some other blessings today I should tell you about, but alright, I'm really pissed off here. So, payment date for millions of Social Security and other federal that has not paid taxes. Yeah, we know this. Majority of their stimulus will be sent electronically if there is no more delays right here. If delays came from a different article thing, one of my subscriptions I actually pay real money for, by the way. According to the announcement, April 7th. Right. So let me just tell you, tonight we have in approximately 6 hours and 22 minutes, we'll know if there's something pending for Friday. We roll into Friday's pending. If not, the rest of the week we'll check daily again as usual. So let's get on with this, right? Stimulus relief payments, beneficiaries who do not have recent tax reforms, IRS filers. Remember, they say use the IRS filer tool on, what's it called? Sorry, I'm a little pissy, by the way. You know, she comes in, she's like, yeah, well, you know. We know she doesn't want me going to these appointments. If she can't get mental health, then why should I, right? Right, that's her motto. So it says here, Social Security recipients, veterans, and also wants to know about the payments. So apparently they're talking about giving SSI payments next. Excuse me for a second. So the IRS said they'll send impact payments or stimulus payments to people who did not file SSI, Social Security, Retirement Survivor Disability. Okay, I'm just a little cranky right now, right? VA and Railroad, 30 million people and SSI requirements have been news about their payments. You know what? Let me just tell you what me and Eliza Noka was talking about earlier, okay? The lady is a sweetheart, okay? She's been through hell. We've been talking and sharing, like, things. You know, I even showed her a picture of a before and after picture of me, 20 years ago when I looked more not feminine enough, to now with the face redone and everything. So I won't give you her info or tell her story because that's her job, but she told me hers. And as a minister, I respect confidentiality, okay? But for me, I shared my info. So, anyways, I'm going to get on with this because I have a few things to say. So, one thing it says, I'm a 60-year-old widow. Big fucking deal. My husband died 5 years ago. You don't see me fucking complaining. My wife died 20 years ago. Yeah, almost 20 years ago. My first wife and my wifey, So, I've lost two partners, one to suicide and the other to a heart attack. So, lady says, I'm 69 years old, bitch. Whoop-de fucking do, lady. 69. Living on SSI. Big fucking deal. A Florida woman by email, I can use the extra money and hear on the news every day how many people in my area receive their stimulus. What is going on? I really need this money. Really. You tell that to Kimberly, who needs a fucking refrigerator, lady. Some fucking people are me, I, me, I, me, I. And then all of a sudden, like Big says, they go up and they're like, Please, sir, can we have another slice of that pie, that money pie, because we spend our money. Literally. I'm not going to even get into that part, okay? So, it is coming to an end if all goes planned. See the words all go planned. Social Security Administration Direct Express cards will disperse electronically through Direct Express card or direct deposits, or they will send prepaid EIP3 cards, which could be in the mail. Yeah, all right. Then it says mid-April to end of April could be veterans and followed by railroad. Great. So the veterans get shit on almost last. Go figure. You see, I told Big that if you're going to go and fucking bitch about how you served our country and you fought for our freedoms, that you're on the back of the bus, the fucking veterans should arm themselves, revolt, and basically put a stand to it, and basically say Viva la Revolution and say, look, we fought for the country. Some of us lost our legs. Some of us lost our arms. We're entitled to that fucking money first instead of the fucking cock-sucking taxpayers. I'd basically be saying that too. And this one talks about, says here, check, non-filers check for stimulus rounds. Could be prepaid cards or paper checks too, see? And it says here, checked over the weekend for the IRS payment tool. Good morning, Kimberly. Yeah, if the vaccine isn't under control. If the vaccine's under control, you ain't going to see jack shit. Trust me on that. That's why I don't talk about the next stimulus. But let me just get to the points, here. So, this is all about fucking whatever, deadlines. And, yeah, so they basically turned around and pushed the tax thing up and saying tax cut problem, Well, you know what? Mental health is problematic. I'm having some mental problems myself right now. Let me tell you how I'm feeling, Kimberly and the rest of you. Eliza Noka has been guiding me on something that's been very helpful for me. Talking about my feelings, okay? So yesterday my dad turns around, right? General part. But let me just basically be blunt with you guys first, okay? Before we go into Kimberly's talking about mental illness, right? So they're saying check your mailbox, okay? I have Informed Delivery. If you guys haven't seen Informed Delivery, I will give you the link to it. This is why I'm here. I'm here to serve you guys, okay? I'm here to serve you guys, and be humble. And hold on a sec. So let me just show you this, okay? Have you seen Informed Delivery, everyone? It's free. You just fill out this info. Informed Delivery basically takes a screen capture of everything in your mailbox right there, if you haven't seen it. Once it comes in, they send you a picture. And so I got a screen capture. That's how I know it comes in the mailbox. I wish your phone turns around with a little flag that comes up. That'd be cool, but you get notifications. Just wish they actually had a... Anyways... So I got a couple gripes for you, actually, too. And did anyone see my report earlier about the delay in the articles of cheese? Literally, cheese, coffee, and toilet paper are now on the list of things that's going to be getting harder to find. Again, just thought I'd share that with you. And yes, Kimberly, thank you. Please hit the like button if you haven't. It's free, and this content is always free for you. I don't make any money off of content, so... Unlike some people out there who have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, they make their money off of you clickbaiters that clickbait, and then they lie about the topic. So I will be checking my email as I talk, okay? Shout out to Lisa. Thank you for helping me and guiding me. So a lot of you have been wondering, why my attitude's cranky lately. I bet you one of my moderators is, all right? And I'll tell you. I'm pissed off, okay? I'm royally pissed. Every day, it's me, I when it comes to Social Security and foolish spending. I mean, you can't tell Chloe what to do, right? She comes in, and she's like, I'm upset because, I'm supposed to go to a therapist appointment and I miss it. I literally fucking missed my appointment. And it hurts me. Hurts me in my mental stability. I mean, literally, it's like she's trying to make me go insane. And Dad's always saying it's a word for it called gaslighting. I don't know anything about it. I'm still learning that word, whatever it is. But you get the idea. So, anyways, when it comes to stimulus checks, like I said, it's pissing me off to no end that everyone wants their stimulus checks now. And I would like to make a statement today. Now, I just checked on a blessing today. I won't go into detail, but I was blessed when I got a bill that came in that was really lower than I expected, Well, Chloe might be nice, but Chloe's also borderline. So that's where me and Elisa Noka was talking. Borderlines are one of those loose cannons that can be nice one day and tear you down the next day. Like last night, she tore me down in front of like 4 people, including moderator Big, all because of the whole dinner situation thing, and it's getting really taxing on me. So I've been working with someone to work about looking for other help because Chloe refuses mental help. And, if you didn't know what Chloe does in this house with the cameras off, it could be considered by advocates Kimberly's domestic violence. And I'm basically being used as a whipping post. So you want the truth? There you go. So let's get on with this discussion. So, yummy. What's yummy? Alcohol or dinner? Because we haven't even made a decision for dinner yet. But anyways, let me just tell you, Lisa Noka and I were talking about mental health and mental illness earlier. Okay, one of the things she was saying is, and I think I can share with you, one of her statements was about borderlines. Borderlines are basically what's going on is has it's in trouble, you know. So someone was like, "Oh yeah, it's in trouble." Well, honestly, I'll tell you, we are, and that is because sometimes people out there are mentally ill severely. So I was looking at um, little things like I'll explain later, So someone was talking about a little tiny cabin. So, I might look at this a little later, this video. I just found it by mistake. I like these little cabins. I'd love to live in a little 1-room trapper size cabin, okay? So I'm going over to the comments real quick to check on it before I check my email, okay? So basically, Frank says, "God bless you, Rita. Hope you are well." One of my friends, Cactus Blossom, who's a moderator here, and Chloe's ex-roommate. I want to tell you, Kimberly had to literally pack her up, send her to San Diego homeless, because Chloe was literally violent towards her ex-roommate and put holes in the walls and did a lot of damage because of her anger, Chloe's temper. We've only had one hole in the wall, maybe 2 holes in the wall and a hole in the door. So, it's not easy, So, you know, um, Lisa was telling me that a lot of people out there need spiritual a drill sergeant, or a religious drill sergeant, because truthfully, but truth be told, God's being shunned for money. Basically, people are, so basically, Lisa and I were talking about um, uh, other issues, but she was talking about mental illness, and talking about what the difference is between bipolar 1 and bipolar 2, and I was talking to her about with my depression, it's like this. I'm happy one minute, like right now. You want to know? I'm kind of semi angry because I missed my therapist appointment, which really royally pissed me off. And 2 isn't pissed off that it's you know my advocate turns around and says, "Oh, maybe tomorrow." And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. My anger is like, I don't need these people to delay my happiness. And then on top of that, one of my other advocates asked me today again to do a job. So I did. I found her a breeder. Before you guys ask what she wants Dutch Dwarf. So found her a breeder that will deliver to her if she pays a little extra money. So seems she might be investing in herself in a baby Dutch Dwarf. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No pizza, Kimberly, hon. Problem is, Chloe already went to town today. Let me tell you what, that's the other thing that upsets me, okay? I'll tell you. So Chloe goes to town, right? She went to town, comes back, like yesterday, right? Did I tell you a story yesterday? Kimberly, you weren't around. So, yesterday, right? This part of General Town. She goes to town, comes back, puts the 2-liter Pepsi on my table here, sealed, and goes to her room and goes back to sleep right off and on all day. She's like sleeping, usually she's up like wee hours in the morning playing a game, right? So she gets up from her nap and it might be what, 6:20 or so, right? And I ask her, "So what's for dinner?" Remember you guys all voted for pizza Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, right? Well, anyways, Chloe turns around and she says, "Oh, I'm just gonna make manicottis for you. I can make it, she can make it. Manicottis are good, right?" Fortunately, it's two problems. I said to her last night, "Oh, well, that's okay. I'll take some milk jerky filled pasta shells. That's what we call it around here, milk jerky." So I said, "You got everything? Oh, yeah. You got the pasta sauce?" "I don't have the pasta sauce." But every time Chloe decides to make manicotti, she takes from my card or food card and not her card and buys her own pasta sauce. So it's like I'm supplying meals for her and she's basically being penny pinching on her own card. I know she buys booze and stuff with her card, but it's unfair, at times. So I was telling Eliza Noka about this, and but we were talking about. Well, she doesn't know about my card. I haven't told her that, but we were talking about mental illness, Kimberly, and yet last night Chloe got mad and went to her room because, I told her, look, she got very combative and violently angry like she usually does, and she's like, "You got to eat." Well, last night I had a few chips, which they didn't do too good. By the way, the chips did not do good. I think chips are not going to be on my diet much longer due to the fact that, you know. And so Chloe turns around, right? And she knows I like those bratwursts. It's one of those things I can actually eat these cheese filled brats, the cheese filled bratwursts, right, hon? So what happens? "Oh, I'll go get some more tomorrow for you." Gets up late, goes out, and the ferry's already gone for the day. She can't make it out today. And the grocery store kicked her out. So, she was bitching about that last night. And I told her, look, I'm not the one that sits here and wears a thing that's like this, showing my panties and all. "Oh, yeah, look at me, I'm a real woman." And going in and having people say, look, there's kids around. You shouldn't be you shouldn't be wearing something that high up where your ass cheeks are showing, your underwear is showing, and there's a bulge in the front. Literally, Chloe got mad and told them to fuck off. Literally, she looked in the fucking manager in the eyes. At the grocery store, by the way, there's two grocery stores on this island. The owner owns both of them. He also owns the brewery and 3 other businesses. She's been kicked out of that. She said the same damn thing when she went on the bus the other day. She doesn't even know she was kicked off the bus for a year riding it on to go to town. She doesn't know. Then the second problem we have is, besides the bus, right, is she was kicked out of a Rite Aid in Anacortes. I mean, literally. So you say, "Oh, Chloe's nice." If you were a manager, Kimberly, at Rite Aid, would you want to basically say Chloe's nice, even though Chloe turned around and you were the manager at Rite Aid or at the grocery store, and she told you to fuck off in front of everyone? No. You see, literally. This is the copy of the trespass order that Chloe was served here at home. The other one she tore up, told the police officers to fuck off in Anacortes. Why do I know this? Because I talked to the Anacortes PD when I inquired about the story. Told people Rite Aid to fuck off. She told the police officers to fuck off. She told the bus guy to fuck off. I mean, literally, she's had that day, the Anacortes thing with the Rite Aid. She literally had the security detail of two different security details for the bus depot come out to her and tell her she can't wear something that damn short. Told them both to fuck off. So we don't know if she was no trespass on the bus or told her to wear something else. So technically, but anyway, mental illness is pretty bad. So let me just go along with the So basically, I'm hearing about Eliza being a guide for me. She says there needs to be more honesty and support for the mentally ill. I agree. The mentally ill, Elisa. I'm going to talk to her, even though she watches me without posting a comment. I agree completely. Mental health is basically fucking broken. I mean, literally, I get the broken record syndrome all the time. So some of you guys are wondering what we talked about. Well, we talked about mental health and how someone who makes threats against our former president, yeah, and Secret Service came out and other crap, right? What happened? I'll tell you. They didn't do jack shit. This state is so lax that basically they can't touch Chloe. And I was saying, under the mental laws, basically they can't touch Chloe, right? So, one thing we're talking about is, vulnerability, and I'll explain that one. The awful card, there's more of us than men and women who want it here, but are afraid because we live in a time where everything has become so overly politically correct that it's stupid. Yeah, exactly. Politically stupid, People in this nation has lost its way in so many ways. Look at these veterans. Oh, I know. The veterans are being fucking screwed over, man. Look at Big. He's got to wait till mid to end of April for his payment. I mean, bullshit. So, basically, one of my friends was saying I need to start a channel or at least talk about mental illness on my channel. The problem is no one cares. That's the fucking problem. Everyone cares more about fucking me, I, and the fucking stimulus check. And I'm about to say something that might be kind of, you know, tell you guys something that really bothers the shit out of me, okay? And it's about stimulus. Good morning, Kyle. Phones for the car. While old people are getting robbed for stimulus, they answer phone for the cons. It's sad. Well, someone was telling me earlier, I think it was, I needed to, I don't remember who it was, I needed to do a video about apartments, something about people having their money, you know. Well, you might care about mental illness, but most people don't, Kimberly. I guarantee you, unless there's going to be a forced stimulus coming soon, the subscriber base will peter out. Literally, did this last time. They petered out. Everyone found out I was the one to go to for Direct Express, but as soon as that petered out, look what happened. It just petered out, and that was that. Why did it peter out? No one cares. No one cares. That's the truth, hon. No one cares. So rebuilding this to be like a mentally ill or a gaming channel is different. I need to get the equipment for the gaming thing. Good morning, Beg. See, I'm not even with it this morning. I'm having my coffee, right? Hey, Beg. So, anyways, you're probably wondering, I overslept my therapist appointment. That was really one of the number one things. But I want to share with you something important for Kimberly here. Talking to someone about borderlines, right? Now, let me just tell you what I was telling someone else earlier about borderlines, okay? We were talking about borderlines, right? So I was talking about how borderlines, like Chloe, yeah, Big was here yesterday. You were here, right, Big, where Chloe went ape over their dinner last night? And I had to apologize. How many times I apologized? So basically, I'm not going to give you guys the information, right? But she was basically, a friend of mine was saying borderlines need one-on-one care to teach. This is the truth, by the way. So you say, Chloe's nice. She's nice only when she wants something. How to think differently and change their behavior. You can try unless, Chloe wants change, nothing will. And yes, it's depressing how the world is, it is. It's depressing me. And it depresses me the veterans are being shit on. There's no offense to Big here. I'm depressed about the veterans, Now, borderline personality disorder is an incredibly difficult illness to deal with and to diagnose. Chloe's been in the hospital too many times, mental hospital. What borderline do's to get close to them is they pull away, they become a hermit, they stay away from people, and then when they are close to you, they cling and make you go crazy, and they also gaslight. They self-harm, which Chloe does. She hits her head, cuts herself on her legs, uses a knife, threatens herself. It's a very difficult disorder, and if they're not willing to change, then the problem is because this person here is an expert in mental illness, she said someone like Chloe would need a group home because they can at least get her on the right course, and I'm suffering with PTSD and I'm suffering from everything else, and so I thought I would share that. The thing is I've done, we're talking about laws, okay, and the laws that why things are lax and why things aren't lax. Like in our state, you want to talk about mental illness? I'll tell you, in our state, you can basically threaten so many people online, offline. Law enforcement investigates. What do? Oh, all bark, no bite. All bark, no bite. That's it, right? All bark, no bite. Because she has never done anything like this in the past, they can't touch her. So they can't legally involve someone in this fucking state. That's the first thing. I mean, you got to basically be like borderline with hearing voices after being on a drinking binge for 6 months, and that's all you do is drink, and your house is messy and everything else. Yeah, then but otherwise, no. Good morning, Frank. So otherwise, the thing is borderlines are, so No, well, I live with someone just like that, sis. His sister Kimberly, that's what I live with. You know what I live with? I live with someone who doesn't even give me the chance or time of day to let me be on YouTube. It's all about them. And the only way to get rid of them is to literally go in here and tell them to go to their room. Literally. I mean, literally, they don't want to clean. They want to make up dishes. They want to frickin' make me make manicotti, which is fine. I'll take the dinner. But you know how many dishes I got to do in one fucking day, Kimberly? 4 loads. The dishwasher goes on and on and on. By the way, we lost about $40 off our bill. So our electric bill went down $40 a month. So it's still a little high, in my opinion. So it's like 140 this month. Anyways, let me just finish up here. This needs to clean. This needs to be cleaned, right? So, look, a narcissistic person, Kimberly, is like someone borderline. Trust me, I've been dealing with it for a while. I know this. So, anyways, let me tell you, okay? Narcissism. So I live with someone that, right? Now, I know everyone says, well, you can't do anything until you want to get rid of Chloe. Well, let's just say between you and I have been trying for months. It doesn't work. They just do not want to deal with it. Okay, so here we go. So I'm about to crack open the big can this morning, have some dip. So as long as this works nicely, I won't have any problems. Yeah, let's just... See? Done. It was already loaded. Everything was washed up, right? So, I think everything's washed. There might be one pot in the sink that needs to be washed, but otherwise it's all done. So, yeah, that's what I'm suffering with too somewhat. Think of it this way, okay? They might be nice, but they're basically angling for something. And the other thing is they always angle for, whatever, okay? So, besides narcissistic, which is part of borderline group, it's also something to do with gaslighting too. I'm still working that definition of gaslighting. But so anyways, I understand what you're going through, Kimberly. I do. And when it comes to mental illness out here, they just don't care. That's the thing. They just don't care. Everyone wants, their stimulus. Now, I had an announcement to make about stimulus, and I might as well get it over with. Please do not be alerted, okay? I just looked over my accounting for April. It looks better than usual, okay? Now, before you guys sit there, right, and say, Rita, are you crazy? Maybe I am. And I'll tell you, I've been thinking about the stimulus a lot lately. With everyone in the me, I category. Let me use the bathroom. I think you're going to be calling me insane, but here we go. Okay, so you guys are probably curious about the stimulus thing that I'm talking about. What am I going to do with it? Well, let me tell you. I've been thinking about it wholeheartedly. One of the things that's been bothering me to no end, okay, depressing me. And you guys can say, well, why? It's not in my hands, or why, right? Because I'm depressed, okay? I see every fucking son of a bitch out there, and I'm going to basically speak my mind, okay? Every son of a bitch. The elderly fucking hoarding every dime like that's their last. Like my grandparents, my father-in-law, and so hoarding the fucking money. Doesn't want to fucking spend one measly fucking dime. Not stimulating anything. Pisses me off. Seeing every motherfucker out there buying TVs and video games and laptops and desktops and anything else. And then going online and looking for items that I need to get from my shopping. Sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. New dates, June, July, August. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, why? All these motherfucking narcissistic, greedy little bastards wanting their money. The veterans get shit on. There's people out there like Higgins and Big that need fucking tires for their car or truck. Literally. Everywhere I go, I get people asking me about things. Oh, where's this? Or what's that? Or how come I can't find this? Why can't I get that? And I don't have any answers. Everyone's fucking sucking up everything. They're not leaving anything. It's like the fucking history's repeating itself. Now they're waiting. Everyone's wanting the next one. They're trying to push for recurring payments. Do you think the Republicans will really do it? No. So where am I going with this? I've been depressed. I'm trying to tell you how I feel. All these me, I, son of a bitches out there that, the ones that truly need it, they're fucking suffering. I keep telling people like me, we don't really need it. We get a monthly check. We just survive graciously. The electric company turned around and said basically that they can reduce the rent a lot more for the next year due to the fact the pandemic money's been going to them now. Pandemic money. So they're cutting the bill down immensely for me. She won't pay it now. She'll be like, oh, yeah, it's your job. I don't want to pay it now that it's so low. You see? Yeah. Which, fine by me. I don't care. With that amount, I don't care. But you guys are wondering, what would I do with the stimulus? I think I'm going to find someone who's in need and give it to them. I don't need it. Look around. The items I need, I can get later when everything's been back to normal. Till then, what's the fucking point? Paper towels are out. Coffee's running out. Cheese is running out. Furniture. I was just looking to look into, just hypothetically, a TV stand that could be futurely put together for a large 70-inch or larger TV. Not available. Gone. Nonca. Just looking at little options. I'm tired of it. All these people have bought up everything, and now you guys can say it. I'm insane. Think of it. There's people out there that got their money, that spent it foolishly, that won't even fucking pay their rent. They're on their way out. And there's people like me that's looking at agencies or groups I can donate. I don't need it. All I need next month is paper towels. Tells you right there where I'm at. I don't even need groceries next month except for milk. And that's if I don't want to use powdered milk, which I'm plenty loaded. So you do the math. Now go ahead. Speak your mind. Tell me I'm insane. Them suffering for nerve. Yeah, that's about them fucking. Yeah, I think it's all about them. I mean, literally, I'm willing to donate my entire check. Literally, all I need is paper towels. That's all I need. You know what? I can't even get that freaking little turd to go buy, but a roll of paper towels. Look at that. I say, yeah, I need a roll of paper towels. A roll. I need a multi-pack, right? Like the big ones, double rolls, 16, 20 of them in a package. Here, get a cut. This is the max you can get on Amazon. Sold out. You know what she does? Here you go. I mean, literally, the concept is not there in their brain. Literally. The concept is go out, buy more beer. Literally. Comes back. Here's what we get. More beer. Doesn't even want to clean the fucking fridge. No, well, I can't disabled. Then go to a fucking group home. Everyone knows that's where you need to be if you can't fucking even fucking clean the fucking fridge or fucking sweep the floors or fucking do anything. Hell, leave the toilet paper in the toilet. Doesn't realize when I come in there that the neighbors are complaining about the urine spill. They just sit there and go, I'm going back to bed. And then I wake up in the middle of the night, maybe from drinking or whatever. And then I go in there. What did I see? Watered up toilet paper absorbed. Smell to high heavens seeping through the apartment like a urine processing plant because the toilet's not flushing. What's she doing? Got to go in, fill the bucket up, and empty. I mean, literally. And people say to me, I must be a narcissist because I'm saying my problems on YouTube. No, this is the fucking shit I go through. And the manager wants to evict me. What if I get evicted, huh? I made a joke the other day. I put up a thing saying a GoFundMe for a tent or a GoFundMe for a little travel trailer or something. Maybe find some cheap land, build a fucking single one-room trapper cabin and live in it. Just me and Moppy and my bunny, because that's all I can afford. There's got to be something out there. Maybe someone would help me with that. People are like, well, they wouldn't help me to land or cabin or anything. Yeah, I know they wouldn't. They'd rather help some fucking tranny be getting like, I'm so depressed. I'm gonna kill myself because I don't got tits. And then everyone donates and they get these huge tits. They're like, oh yeah, look at me, I'll make money now. I mean, what type of fucking life is that? Someone like me as an ordained minister could be fucking homeless because some son of a bitch basically, the world sees me as not viable to anyone's eyes, but tranny that needs fake tits and gets it because she makes a statement that without tits she'll die, or without a cooter she'll die, or without facial surgery she'll die. Well, fuck them. Literally, what's more important in this community nowadays? Trannies basically apparently are coming first, right? But if you're tranny and disabled, you don't mean jack shit to most people, so you can go and die. But someone that needs fake tits for $6,000 and takes the donations are fine. But someone who might need to live in a used 30-foot RV just to get to live and survive, fuck them. Let them live on the street. And if they die, they die. Oh well. I mean, that's the way the world works, people, and you guys see it from my eyes. This is what I'm seeing on a daily basis. Fucking Chris on Instagram and Twitter. I need my tits. I'm so depressed. Give me tits. People do it. I posted one time being almost literally nearly evicted, which it was. We had 2 times we were evicted, literally, and I had to fight it tooth and nail. And I gave my story and everything. Guess what? Not one fucking donation. Not one fucking donation. I got nasty emails. Go ahead and die, man. We shouldn't help a man in a dress. You don't pass as a woman. I got tired of it. Got tired of fucking excuses and seeing it through my eyes. But right now, I'm doing quite well. And I think I should donate. I'm tired of it. You know what? I'm tired. Tired of fucking waking up in the morning, seeing everyone's clickbaiting on fucking stimulus checks. I need my money. What if I donate mine? Am I fucking insane? You guys think I'm insane? I mean, literally, I could use a Nintendo Switch, but sold out. So what's the fucking point? I don't want to sit at 6 months waiting, 6 months sitting in the bank. I mean, literally, I'm just tired. Tired of it. I can get through. I always survive. The thing is some people say, oh, I'm good. No, there's only one person that's good, and it's God. And frankly, as long as I got my Bible, I mean, look around. How many people out there are going to lose their fucking houses that don't have true jobs and the states won't open up, or they're opening up slowly and they're still fucking screwed. And then the virus hits again. Then they lose, right? And then the moratorium's over, and then 40 million people are homeless. Think about that. I'm not right now in jeopardy of losing my home, but there's people out there that are getting prepared to, so they're leaving, packing up. And yet, call me insane, but I bought supplies the last few times, and I don't trust buying supplies this time. If you want to be fucking honest, that's another reason why I don't want to fucking donate. All 90 boxes of mac and cheese went bad because some son of a bitch decided, oh, I can't find it right in my room. I lose over $600, maybe even $900 at prepping because of it. Then the son of a bitch ate almost all my canned goods. So to me, I've just lost all motivation to prep. I'm just like, fuck it, let someone else deal with it. Literally, what I want is a little bastard out. That's what I truly want, but I can't. No one's fucking doing it. I got one person looking into it and another one saying, well, this, and this. I even shared the letter to a friend of mine that literally states that I'm not vulnerable enough by the APS report, Adult Protection Services. They've been out 4 times. I'm not vulnerable. Not vulnerable. But a friend of mine says legally, by federal law, I'm vulnerable. You're vulnerable. Any of you getting federal benefits is fucking vulnerable. Yet, they won't do anything about it. They just say it's state law. Federal law trumps state law, but on certain grounds, they don't care. You see, this is what I'm learning, right? This is what I'm fucking learning. And yet, the only thing I can do in my heart is donate this money. I'm tired of it. Tired of hearing, me, I, me, I, me. Can I have some more? And you know what's going to happen? Someone hears me say I'm donating it. You know how many motherfuckers are going to be coming out of the woodwork asking me to donate to their cause, whether it be fake tits or fucking fake cooters or fucking fake facial surgery they need or artificially making a man into making a man artificially into a woman. I mean, literally, I'm speaking the fucking truth here. You know how many people would fucking just have their hands out, family and friends? They said I was, literally, I told people, let me tell you what I truly feel in my fucking heart. Wow, how evil. What's evil, Kimberly? I don't get it. I know the kick the can, but what about July? Anyways, just let me, please explain that thing, how evil. What is that? Hey, Moppy. Or Ebony, I should say. Hi. Oh, yeah, exactly. So let me tell you what I feel in my heart, okay? I lost so much prepping, Kimberly. I prepped and prepped and prepped. I lost it all because the son of a bitch wouldn't even let me find my stuff in their room. As soon as it expired, now it's all fucking stacked up somewhere else in a pile, getting ready to be taken to the dumpster. Ew, this is expired now. I couldn't eat it. Every time I had meats, like for chicken skillet, like the Velveeta stuff, right? Plain Velveeta skillet or the hamburger stuff. Son of a bitch would eat all my meat and be like, oh, you wanted to use this for something? I just gave up eating. If anyone wants to fucking know, I gave up eating pretty much. That's something I don't share with people. Something that people don't know about me. I've given up. I'm living on ramen. That's all they fucking don't want to eat. I got cases and cases of ramen that will expire, and I'll still be eating it while they're fucking eating everything else. I mean, you know what? I have no motivation to even fucking cook Easter dinner. No motivation at all, people. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted with fucking humanity. Fucking, you got one person there can't clean. 12 months I offered a laptop. All paid for by me. Family turned around, brought it up for Christmas, saying, did they do the clean? Nope. Here you go. You get a laptop then. Me. You know, or something like that, you know. Then they got mad. Their stimulus? Laptop. Because they needed something better than mine. Yeah. And yet they penny pinch. And yet someone says to me, oh, is that narcissism? Yeah, that is. Think of it. Wouldn't let me open my Christmas presents for 3 weeks after Christmas because I needed fucking to wait because they didn't have a laptop. Want me to continue? Tell you what's on my mind truly? You want to know what's going through my mind truly? Besides you all being beautiful and listening to me as we're talking about stimulus. The greedy people are bothering me so much. This is why I didn't want money. I mean, look, let me tell you the truth, okay? I'll tell you the fucking truth here. I won't sugarcoat anything. I want you to think about something while I use the restroom, okay? I'll speed this part up real quick so you guys can type your comments. The elderly, I want you guys to pay attention so you guys know exactly what I'm saying. The elderly on retirement and and survivors literally hoard their fucking money. They don't stimulate it. And then all these old people are talking on the news how they could use this money. Use it for what? They don't tell you what they're going to use it for. That's the fucking problem here. Think of it that way. Chew on that for a minute. I'll continue. The disability insurance people, they just want to survive because they already get monthly checks. And they're doing quite well for themselves, like myself. Same with the veterans and railroaders. Buy supplies and survive. But how can you buy supplies if there's nothing available? Think about that for a minute. Fucking foolish son of a bitches, the SSI fuckers, most of them. They spend it all on useless crap, as Biggs would say. And there's nothing to buy. So think about that while I use the restroom momentarily. Think about that. You turn around and you got to ask yourself, why am I upset? How come I'm upset? Think about it. Answer your comments below. Why am I upset? How come I'm upset? Why do I want to donate? Those are good questions. Now, let me continue with my thing with the dip. Another part of my story. Why am I donating? I'm tired. I'm tired of fucking reading reports after reports, and I see, people arguing with me. Oh, well, you shouldn't have let Chloe buy booze. It's her money. I can't tell her no because she does what she wants. She doesn't care. She doesn't care if the fucking fridge has got moldy food in it. I mean, literally, she doesn't give two shits one way or the other. If garbage cans are piling up, she doesn't care. Where's she in her room? If I'm on YouTube, she doesn't want me. She doesn't do anything. If I'm not on YouTube, she doesn't do anything. I tell her, go fucking, the state's got a letter here that we got to call on for a group home. We have till the 4/2, so I got to call tomorrow. Fortunately, thing is, she won't even talk to her mom. That's what's sad. She wants me to spend my fucking funds on a Switch for her. She won't do it. I refuse. Refuse to fucking give in to anything. That person, I supported them for 4 years, and the total right now that's owed is about $41,000. Think I'm gonna get $41,000? I had goals in my life to take care of projects and hobbies. I'm screwed. So what do? I live with humble pie and be humble. And yet people like others are greedy son of bitches. At one time when I was going through my list of people who I wanted to donate, my moderator Pee Wee was on the top of the list. She's always struggling. I was thinking of sending her a laptop, a new one, just in case. That's how nice I am. I mean, literally, I don't want some of my mods coming in and saying, oh, well, you can donate to the I need this money fund. That's not the way I am. Whoever I think of, they'll be surprised. Who truly need it. Now, am I insane? Go ahead and tell me. I'm listening. I don't need a drink. My booze is almost out, so that's the thing. Only way to go and do it is if I do it myself, and that's on Thursday. Anytime, I don't care. And by the way, some of you that get paid on SSI tomorrow morning, it hits your bank account tonight at 10 p.m. And I bet you anyone who basically knows the IRS and believes the IRS is going to get payments in by the 7th will spend their check and wait until the check comes in, the stimulus to cover their bills. They'll spend their whatever their SSI is on, whatever they want, and then the rest goes to bills. Bet you that's how it's going to work. Most of them do that. Yes, on what, Big? You think I'm insane? Is that what I asked you? Maybe I am insane. Go ahead, tell me what you think, Big. Oh, well, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm figuring. But, I thought you were saying, yes, I'm insane. I was hoping to hear something about you think I'm insane. I mean, literally, do you understand why I'm thinking of donating? Do you really do, Big? I mean, literally. Yeah, well, let me ask you this. Do you think I'm insane? Do you think I'm insane looking to donate all of it? I mean, literally, I'm tired of reading the news articles about no toilet paper, no TP, no cheese, no furniture, no television, electronics, nothing. How the fuck is someone supposed to live in a world where they got money but they can't use it? I don't want to sit around on it to the rest of my life. And I frankly, want to get your opinion on it. Then tell me, Big, why do you think I'm donating? Why? I mean, literally, why am I donating? It's probably because Chloe's driving me mad, is what you think. But it's also could be because I'm tired of the me's out of every fucker I see. Veterans get fucking shit on, and look what happens. Hey, is there any veteran groups out there I can research? Big, maybe I can donate. Maybe that's what I should do is donate to the veterans. That'd be an option too. Never thought about that. I don't really need much. That's the thing. And by the way, let's talk about that little greedy thing for a minute, Big and Kimberly. I told you guys the report in the last update. You remember what I'm talking about, right? The item shortages. I don't need anything. That's the thing. I don't need anything. Right now. I'm very content. Got my Bible and got my game I've been waiting for. I don't need anything. God gets me through this. And by the way, like I said to both of you didn't even comment on the other thing I was talking about earlier, which I don't share with anyone. Remember what I said? I don't eat that much anymore because all my foods I prepped when I buy, either the canned goods were mostly ate. Most of that stuff in there has not been organized. We don't know what's expired and what isn't. That's fuck problem. That was their job. They don't care. They'd rather let it all expire than fucking go through it all. And I got an organizer coming in to do just that, to go through this entire place. But they don't want to do anything. They let fucking 90 boxes of mac and cheese go expire. Cracker Barrel mac and cheese and Velveeta. And then they said, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see it. I had 30 cans of Pringles go missing. They ate them. So all the snacks that they could eat, they ate. And so, who's the narcissist? Not me. Chloe claims I'm a narcissist. But look, I've stockpiled a lot of stuff that we don't really need for months. Few items, paper towels. But ramen? I got 2 pallets in my room. I'm thinking of donating half the fucking ramen to the food bank because I can't eat some of this shit. And yet they won't touch it. Last night, they're right in front of Big. I don't want to eat that shitty tasting ramen. Then why'd you fucking buy it? Why'd you buy all of it and then take all my food and eat it? That's what happened. They took all my canned goods, ravioli, spaghetti, lasagna. They didn't care if there's cheese in it. They just ate it and left me the ramen. Literally, I've been living on ramen off and on. I got tired of fucking cooking meats and they'd eat fucking more meat. And here's your ramen. I got tired of it. I literally said, fuck it, I won't eat if I don't have to. And that's something I don't share with anyone. What about a fridge? First, you need the money unless you go to Rent-A-Center or Quality Rentals or whatever it's called nowadays. I don't even know anymore. And then everyone thinks, oh, Chloe's a nice person. Really? I got advocates that have reported fucking the APS lady. Literally, that Rita's stuff's been taken and replaced with ramen. If that's not a form of abuse, what does the APS lady say? Oh, that's not a violation, right? I mean, literally, if Elisa Noka is watching, Elisa Noka, now you understand the rest of the story I never told you. Yeah? So, I mean, literally, look at this. Wanted club sandwiches. 4 fucking loaves of bread. Expired. They don't care. Didn't even buy the sandwich ingredients. Literally didn't buy the fucking lunch meat. When they got into my current lunch meat and ate it. And it was like, oh, this one's for clubs? Now the bread's expired. Literally, doesn't anyone have any fucking common sense? You eat my sandwich meat, then you fucking, I mean, literally, and then people say, oh, Chloe doesn't know this or that or the other. I mean, literally, my point is look what I go through. I put up with this much crap. At least I can put up with donating to someone who truly needs it. I don't need it. People ask me, what am I looking forward to in life? The one day, 40 years from now, 50 years from now, I don't want it to be sooner, by the way, I will see my husband again. And my wife when I was married 22 years ago or something, 20 years ago. 98? Yeah, I was married in 98, I think it was. Yeah. Bread where? Bread where? Yeah, and people sit there and say, oh, Chloe's nice. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, what are you talking about? The bread. Yeah. Not to mention, did you notice this? Expired. Going to be expired. Expired. So, did I tell you the story the other day? Right? So the other day she picks brats up, right? We ran out. So the other day she turns around and she has me cook up these brats for her. She had like a couple packs of. I didn't eat that night. I had a piece of cheese, right? Anyway, she tries to get me to eat something, right? She's like, you need to fucking eat. I don't want to see you on YouTube telling everyone you don't eat because of me, you motherfucker. So she takes a hot dog bun, takes ground pork, not even seasoned or whatever it was, puts it into the hot dog bun, serves me ground meat in a hot dog bun. I mean, what the fuck? And then demands the next day, which was 3 days ago, that I need to get off my ass and get the crock pot turned on so I can make corned beef again because corned beef is a lot better than her slop. Yeah, so, yeah, and then people don't understand mental illness, Mm-hmm. And by the way, she's always good to Moppy apparently, but she's never touching the rabbit. I mean, literally, once a month she'll get off her ass and the only thing she'll do is clean the cage. Come here, Boon Boon. Want to say hello to everyone? Say hello? Hi. So, does anyone want to see the bunny? The bunny is here. The bunny says hello. Hello, everyone. Stimulus check should be here by the 7th. Woot woot. We don't need a stimulus check. That's what I wanted to talk about. Let me tell you. That's something I'd like to get off my chest today. You see, I feel that the stimulus checks is a big failure. A big failure. You know why I feel like it's a big failure? I'll tell you why. It just is. You know why it's a big failure? Too many people hoarding it, spending it foolishly. I feel like I failed. Honestly, I feel like I fucking failed. All that supplies in her room, she wouldn't let me even find a fucking thing until it was too late. And then she moved everything into my room. Now I can't get into my room or my office, I should say. It's all crammed with shit in there. And she's just like, and then her room is so fucking messy. She's like, I mean, literally. People killing others for their stimulus checks and everything else. And it's too much burden anymore. Stimulus checks are going to be a burden until they fucking turn them off. That's the real problem. Clickbait or greedy motherfuckers make more money than all of us combined in a month. All because they fucking sit there and cha-ching, squeezing both tits and squeezing your cock and balls and or your cooter and basically pumping money out, making lies. That stimulus checks are already talked about. They should be a new diagnostic statistic manual, Big. This is basically as a joke, by the way. This part here, I'm just going to tell you, just to get your opinion. But in the diagnosis, they should have money addiction syndrome and greedy son of a bitch syndrome. Hello, Rachel. I don't know. She doesn't let anyone in her room. She's got so much crap, she doesn't even throw anything away either. I mean, she's got fucking cans in there at 6 months old. Oh, thanks, Frank. Hey, Tactical Mikey, what's up? She also, the other thing that I think is the biggest failure in my life is the fact that we're in a pandemic, right? And yet, I try to do everything by the book, right? Everything. Stay indoors, do this, do that, right? And that food goes bad, literally. Did I ever tell you what happened? Hey, Trish, good to see you. Did I ever tell you what happened the other day? Let me tell you a story, okay? I want to get your guys' opinion on it, okay? You can tell me I'm insane again. We're just talking about stimulus a little bit and mental illness today, Trish, so chime in if you wish. Same with you, Tactical Mikey. Well, Tactical Mikey, I was going to make a statement today. I might as well tell you all since you others came in here. So Kimberly and Big, since they're the ones doing most of the conversation today, and I don't want anyone to basically put their hand out or up and say me, because I'll tell you straight out right, you can all go fuck yourself if I see a hand up saying me. Now, if you say it jokingly, that's cool. But if you're sincere, no thanks. I'm thinking because the stimulus check pandemic is causing people to murder people for their checks, harm people for their checks, and so forth and so on. Mikey, maybe you'd like to email me on this. You can do the same, Big. I'm thinking of donating the checks, maybe finding an organization like the Veterans or a veterans group. My dad served 38 years, so to all of you who are Army Airborne or Rangers, leave no man behind. That's my motto. Same with trying to preach the gospel. Two, thinking about donating it locally to a local charity. And why do I say this? Mikey's probably wondering what triggered this. I'll tell you. Tell you what triggered it. You want to know what triggered it, Mikey? I'll tell you, brother. Did you see the report today? This is going to probably scare you if you love this stuff, okay? Toilet paper shortage for the next 3 to 6 months, even longer, they say. Coffee shortage. We're going to be in a coffee shortage, brother. And cheese shortage. And furniture, by the way. Hello, Frank. Good to see you. God bless you, Frank. Good morning or good afternoon, Rachel. God bless you as well. So, Trish, God bless you as well. So, yeah, that's what I was talking about before you guys came in. We were talking about, am I crazy? Do you guys think I'm crazy for wanting to donate? I'm tired of this. I mean, look, we're not even on, this is how I see it, the stimulus check, okay? I see it as a fucking burden. As soon as everyone fucking sucks up everything, they're like, please, sir, can we have some more stimulus? Wounded Warriors, I'll look into that. Frank, thank you. Thank you, my friend, and God bless you, because frankly, I just can't take this. I can't fucking take this. Literally, every time I turn around, everything's fucking sold out. Let me tell you a story, okay? You guys know that I'm looking for a replacement for the full Nintendo Switch. I was looking at the Animal Crossing edition, where you get the little special limited edition, right? I even tried to get the limited edition Monster Hunter Rise edition Switch. Sold out. Backlog for 6 months, they say. Everywhere I go, everything is fucking sucked up. So what's the fucking point to have $1,400 sit in your bank for 6 months when you can't fucking do anything with it? Paper towels are sucked up. Toilet paper is sucked up. All right, it's later, Big. I mean, think of it. Think of it. This is one of the reasons why I'm fucking angry. Literally, you know what the other anger is? My stimulus check went to buy supplies, okay? Let me tell you about my supplies, okay? Why? You need an Xbox, brother? I have an Xbox, a new Xbox, and a PS5. I secured them earlier, last year. I had no trouble, but then again, that's what I did. Then again, you got to remember, I used to be in the gaming industry, so I could just make calls and say, hey, I want this, and done. But anyways, let me tell you my story about the supplies, okay? Slowly but surely, I was living in a warehouse. Pallets of ramen, pallets of beans, pallets of other stuff, right? I bought it for myself, the prep. Knowing that we weren't going to be out in 12 months. Knowing we might not be out in 18 months. This virus is just like... And now they're threatening vaccine passports. And the old man, my father-in-law, is like, oh, you need to get the shot. I don't want the shot. Fuck it. I'll stay in here and rot before I get a thing. I'll make this my living prison if I have to before getting a fucking vaccine. Because if they want a vaccine, they better pay me at least $1 million. Plain and simple. At least. Because that could be the mark of the beast. Call me insane? Yes, maybe I am. Let me tell you. All my food supplies went to Chloe's room. Slowly but surely, they expired. Except for the canned goods. She ate it. Big knows this. Kimberly knows this. Rest of you? I find the stimulus check was a failure. A failure. And you know why I think it's a fucking failure? I tell you too. And that's why I was thinking of donating. You know why it's a failure? My adopted grandparents in Moses Lake got a total of $6,400 fucking dollars. She lives with her daughter. She doesn't pay anything. Every dime is sucked into her bank account. Literally. And she only spends when she has to make sure she doesn't go over a certain amount so she can keep certain benefits. 96 years old, by the way, and still drives, by the way. So the elderly and the survivors, they hoard the money. The SSI people, 98% got paid already. You know this, the statistics. Wasted it. Wasted it on a cow fart. Yeah, that's a good one. Wasted on a cow fart. Good one. The veterans and the railroaders just want to buy supplies. But why are they releasing the fucking money now? I'll tell you why. Because too many motherfuckers complain that they're hurting. They're not fucking hurting. Remember what I said the other day? You get SSI, you get subsidized housing. You get subsidized electricity. You get a free fucking cell phone if you're on food stamps, which mostly these are. You get low-income internet. Are they suffering? No, they're getting pandemic relief food stamps. Over 200 a person. Sometimes families are getting 300 a person. You do the math. Are they hurting? No. Can we manage? Yes, I've managed for over a year. I don't need anything. They're saying without a vaccine passport that they're building, we can't travel. Well, guess what? I won't travel then. I won't see a doctor. I won't do anything. The doctor says, oh, you can't see me until you're vaccinated. Fuck you. You can kiss my ass. I'll bend over and tell you to kiss my cooter too while you're at it. Because I'm not going to fucking leave my house if I have to fucking have a vaccine. Fuck them and fuck these people. I'll let everyone else fucking bring my groceries in. Oh, I'll have the Schwann's man deliver me all my frozen food if I have to. I refuse to fucking bend over backwards for the fucking government who fucking let a stimulus package fail. Literally. Think of it. First time through. Remember what I said, Mikey? Long time ago, brother? I said, we get our stimulus when we get it. First time through, everything was sold out. People got their second stimulus, sold out. People got their third stimulus, sold out. Where are we? We get a fourth stimulus, sold out. And everyone's talking about stimulus before Christmas. And now every motherfucker out there, greedy bastard, including SSI people, want recurring payments $2,000 because China owes them. The government owes them. The government doesn't owe you jack shit, people. You know what? Eliza Noka is completely fucking right. We need to be fucking self-supported, self-sufficient. You know what? Some of these games I play make you self-sufficient. I'll tell you about the game real quick, okay? One of the games I'm playing, right? Turn around, right? For example, say you play a Harvest Moon game, right? Older Harvest Moon games. Your farm. You run a farm. Your grandparent dies and gives you a farm, right? You bring it back to glory, and as you go back to glory, you learn tricks to play the game. The game is, oh, do you want to fucking get rid of the fucking cow patties, or do you want to fucking use the cow patties as fertilizer to fertilize your crops? You fertilize your crops. You use it as a self-sufficient where you fertilize your crops. You grow your crops. You raise your crops. And then you put it in a shipping bin and the town eats because you supply it. You keep some food for yourself. As you grow, you upgrade your house so you can get married and you can start a family. And while you're at it, you build a chicken coop. You upgrade the chicken coop, or you build another chicken coop. And then, in older games, they turn around and you buy certain tools. For example, like the DS Story Season, when Marvelous finally got rid of Natsumi and stopped making Harvest Moon games for them. They made their own games again. You know what they did? They put in little studios. You make flaxseed and cotton, you can make millions of gold just by fucking making gold cloth. You get your flaxseed and your cotton, you put it into your wool maker or your cloth maker. When you're done, you go into your sewing studio. I have 2 of them. And you put it in your dye pots and you dye it whatever you want. And then when that's done, you put it on your loom and it makes fucking cloth. And then when you're done with your cloth, you waddle over to your sewing machine and you can set up 30 things at a time and you can make clothes. And what clothes you put into your closet so you master your clothing, so you have a great wardrobe. And then you sell the rest in your little private store. And if that's not good enough, you go through some of the marketplaces and you buy dirt. You're like, what the fuck do you buy dirt for? Take it, you put it on your little spinner, and it makes pottery. Then you put it in your kiln, which I have 2 pottery studios. Then when you're done, you put it into the die set and you paint them. Then you take them and you either ship them off to some country that needs it, or you sell it in your own store. You make thousands of gold. Cups, plates, bowls, little statues. That's what I call learning to be self-sufficient. People in Japan are pretty much fucking self-sufficient. Here, we're basically got our hand out asking for more fucking money every time. Want to continue? Fine, let me tell you. You can build yourself a seed studio, which means you can take your seeds, put them in through certain things, and make new seeds. Better quality seeds. Raise them and make more money. And that's not good enough. You take your milk that you get from your cows, and you turn it into cheese, and you take your eggs and make it into mayonnaise. Or butter. You see? That is what I call being fucking self-sufficient. Literally. I would love to be a farmer. That was one of my dreams. My family had a farm. My dream would always be having little things make butter and cheese and whatever. Get alpaca wool and bunny fur and Suffolk wool and goat fur wool and all that, and you just put it into a maker or make it into whatever and then clothes. Is there any other studios I can think of? Yes. There's other ones too. I mean, literally. You get grapes. You grow grape trees or grapes, right? You can make fruit trees. You turn it into wine, peach wine and lemon wine and grape wine and strawberry wine, stuff like this. You just put it in there and make wine. Make the wine, sell it. The bottles for 2,500 gold each bottle. That is what I call self-fucking sufficient. And these games taught me this is what we need to do. It's like the current game. I got my entire farmland. I got 3 zones, and I got one zone completely cluttered with makers. One makes the boards, so I can build things and repair things. The other one makes the ingots, so I can make iron, silver, gold, or calcium. Another one's got eggs. Another one's cheese. Another one's butter. Another one's yogurt. By the way, there is yogurt too in my main game I talked about. All these machines to do all these jobs, and yet here we are getting $1,400 and spending it fucking foolishly. And then someone says, oh, well, you spent $40 foolishly on a game. I've already put in 40 fucking hours in my game. My new Story Seasons game right here. Which I was looking to start up when this is done. Starting up Story Season, Friends of Mineral Town again. You see? I liked Story of Seasons and I liked Harvest Moon. The newest Harvest Moon fucking sucks. They give you 1 bag of seeds and it grows 1 plant. Literally 1 fucking plant. And you gotta run around all day collecting these little seeds from these little seed spirits. And then you go and you find your land where you're sitting on it and you plant it. Meanwhile, you save your money just to get a fucking horse. And when you get the horse, your farm can't be upgraded that much. You gotta buy all the materials slowly and upgrade it slowly. And when you get a big enough house, by the way, your starting house is a fucking shack. Now, my Story Season game I'm playing currently, I have a log cabin. It works. People say, "Oh, look at me! I'm living in a $2 million mansion I built." Good for you. I'm learning the game as I go. Learning the game. And yet, people think of me as a fucking moron. I like the farming games, actually, Tactical Mikey. It relaxes me. I could be playing it right now, but I'm here talking to you guys with stimulus checks and telling you that maybe I'm crazy for donating the stimulus check to an organization that needs it more. One of the reasons I said I was donating is because deep down, my heart says, what's there to buy? Think about it. Do some research for yourself sometime, people. That's what being self-sufficient is about. Going online and being like, oh yeah, I need those paper towels. Looking everywhere, can't find them. Going, I mean, literally, I used to get Amazon coffee. You know how hard it is to find coffee right now? Literally, I gotta go downtown. No offense to anyone. And buy coffee from locally, but they might have problems too. I'm trying to debate if I want to drink a beer or wait an hour and make some more coffee. Oh yeah, I'll do the videos. It's just I'm tired of explaining everything and people just don't fucking listen, Kimberly. Literally. We know you need a fridge. That's a mandatory need. Like I said, if I had the money right now, I would have ordered you a fridge myself and just, send it to you. Have the Home Depot deliver giant crate and you'd have that basic fridge. But no, this is how I have a gold heart. And yet, everyone out there right now in this pandemic, it's survival of the fucking fittest and take everything for themselves. No, and you know what? I'll say one thing about the elderly. Even though they're hoarding their fucking money, maybe they're doing the right thing because look what they're doing. They've seen everything fucking run out. My grandmother, she was in the Great Depression. She was hoarding coffee like crazy, cheese and butter, and they were rationing her during the war. I'm still here even when I fridge. Yeah, when you fridge, what's that mean? Excuse me 1 second. I gotta use the toilet. So I'll take my device with me, talk to you guys while I'm on the toilet.
dinner. Trust.
You know, I'm thinking of finding a charitable donation.
Maybe for theirs.
You know, my grandmother, right? The only ones that want to buy supplies can't, because you know, right now, the entire country and world is short of coffee, furniture, TV, video game system. Cheese. Cheese is now on the list. Toilet paper. Good. So, apparently, there's problems with imports right now for everything. There you go. Okay, people, I'm back. So I was on the toilet. I was going to message you guys, but instead I came up with something interesting. Always asked me if I wanted dinner, and I was like, no. See, I don't even want to drink. That's the thing. I was thinking of drinking a beer, but anyways, let me just tell you the story. So she turns around, right, and says, when do you want dinner? I said, I'm not hungry. I mean, literally, I'm not hungry. Some days I'm not hungry. Some days I'm just fucking too depressed, you know? Hold on. I mean, depressed, you know? But you need to get in here for some reason?
I was going to heat this up. We'll just eat it.
What is that?
Squashing soup.
Okay.
Broccoli and lime soup.
Alright.
I'm going to try it, see if it's any good.
We'll have to fill it up in the bathroom. Dishwasher full. So anyways, like I said, everyone, I'm depressed because, you know, there's nothing to fucking buy. You know, let me see what's going on here. Fittest is right. Good night. Are you leaving, Kimberly?
You're supposed to talk to your advocate at 5.
No, 3. And she turned around and turned me down. Turned around, right?
Uh-huh.
So I missed my therapist appointment. Then the advocate turns around and says, oh, I said tomorrow at 5. Or I can make it 3 maybe. And I said, that's too late. So I emailed her what I needed, and that was it. I said, fuck it. You know, I just don't want to deal with it. I mean, my advocate got her stimulus check, and now it's like I'm on the back burner. I turned around and told her I wanted to donate that money to her group. They'd be having their hand out tomorrow morning. Or she might just say, don't do it. But there's nothing to fucking buy. That's the fucking truth of it. I was just explaining to Chloe, by the way, there's a news update for stimulus people. Anyone who's on unemployment, right? It's an auto by the IRS of that unemployment tax break. You know, where you get $10,400 taken off the top for your taxes. It's automatic, huh? Anyways, I was looking over and I came up with 2 stimulus updates here. It was really interesting. IRS refunds will start in May for $10,200 unemployment tax break. So the IRS is now thinking, I think, I didn't read the whole article, but it says, IRS will start issuing tax refunds in May to Americans who filed their returns without claiming a new break on unemployment. Americans Rescue Plan waived the federal tax to $10,200. So Yeah, so basically what they're doing is in May, they're going to cut a check for $10,200, I think. That's what I'm reading right now. Refunds automatically. Or $20,400 for a married couple that are both parties are unemployed. So the states that are offering no tax and tax rate is right here. Then there's benefits taxed in the yellow states. Tax forms let taxpayers claim the break. They waived up to X amount of taxes and then partial. So partial is Indiana and Wisconsin. Yellow states are benefits taxed. So some of the states benefit the tax. And certain states, like Oregon, waived the tax. The average person gets $14,000 in tax rebates. So they're now telling you how to file. So there's something that's new. So you'll get a bigger check, which means more money is going to these people who get these tax cuts in states that tax people, and they get to turn around and spend more money foolishly. Yay, we're going to a socialist and communist country now, people.
Yep, we are.
Here's another one. This one's about stimulus. Talking about April 7th. Check your fucking Direct Express card. Check your mailbox for EIP3 cards. And again, check your mailbox for paper checks. That's all it says. And veterans, and it's also saying check the IRS web portal the 3rd and 4th of April because it'll be updated with our info. Social Security, retirement, survivors, disability insurance, and SSIs. The 4 groups will get paid. Veterans, sorry, you got to wait longer. Sorry, we're shitting on you, by the way. And then finally, the last report for stimulus checks. This is a really good read. I was sitting on the shitter reading this one. They say that over 7 million working class people can get out of poverty if they give another stimulus. So currently 11.4 million people are out of poverty with that one-time check. Another round of payments, one payments, could lift 6.6 to 7.3 million people out of poverty. That's not working. Wow. Says here, the number of people impacted by a forced stimulus payment would also depend on timing and if it's approved, which would be October, if the virus is still around and devastating the country. She does want to show her face, Kimberly. Says with over 18 million still receiving unemployment benefits till September, they don't want to work, by the way. They're making more money staying home than working. Go figure there. The latest federal direct most bank accounts, some people are wondering if there'll be a forced stimulus checks coming. And others, it says, are praying for another check to come. Yeah, the freeloading bastards want to spend more money. It's all about fucking, We urge you to include recurring direct payments for everyone of at least $2,000 a month until the pandemic is over. So, anyone else? So, I answer your questions. There you have it. There you fucking have it. So when they start giving these refunds of $10,200 or $10,400 to these people in states that tax them, because the state does these taxes, right? They're greedy. They're going to give a refund, and all of a sudden the states can't tax them, and then guess what happens? They go out and they substitute spending $10,400. So there goes $10,400 or $10,000 or $20,800 refund for a married couple. There goes. What are you frying something?
Cooking meat at low temperature. Slow cooking this.
Any questions so far or comments on this? No? I should get going soon, I think.
Yeah. Watch yourself a movie. Or you going back to bed.
Maybe I'll take a nap. I'm not in the best of spirits today.
It's like they're still screwing around with the stimuluses.
No, it's not about screwing around the stimulus. You can't buy fucking anything. Everything's sold out. I mean, coffee is sold out pretty much. Paper towels, toilet paper, bar soap, body wash. I mean, everything's being sucked up again. And by the time we get around to it, no wonder why they don't care about the elderly. The elderly got their fucking money first. The elderly wouldn't be basically begging for help. Some of these elderly just basically hoard their money.
Doom and gloom was right about a lot of this. Things unfolding.
Yeah. And then I got 16 fucking people coming in here. Not one of these people, except Kimberly's, posting. If you guys aren't going to comment, then I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Because I'm tired of wasting my time. When 16 people are watching, if you're just going to watch and you're not going to comment, then maybe you need to fucking leave.
This is for commenters, not just people for entertainment. This is discussion, not entertainment.
No one wants to discuss it. That's the thing. No one wants to discuss the new news that $10,200 checks for people that have to pay or have to file taxes for that money is now exempt. So that means they get $10,200 in rebates or $20,400 for a married couple, and yet no one wants to talk about how in May they get that, and then everything's fucking sucked up again.
Yeah. They don't care.
No, they don't. They don't fucking care.
What's the American dream these days?
That's a good question. What is the American dream to this days,
Not work and live off the government?
Maybe that's what it is. Come to America. Did you know we got like 30 million fucking freeloaders at the border trying to get in?
Oh, well. People are immigrating here to get on the system.
Yeah. And guess what? We gotta pay for these fuckers. Everyone. Did you know Pelosi made sure that, and I'm not against Pelosi, by the way, but I am against this. Did anyone know, Chloe, that Pelosi put in the bill that non-immigrants that live here that have a green card is entitled to fucking a stimulus check? Even the prisoners in prison got a stimulus check, Chloe.
What are they going to use their money on in prison?
So you're leaving, Kimberly. Okay, well, take it easy then.
I don't understand how you can use money in prison.
Enjoy yourself, Kimberly. I didn't mean to insult you if I did.
Where is this?
Well,
I've talked to people from our countries, right? How they said they were planning, they want to come to the U.S. because they get on the system and fill their goals while on the system. I'm like, dude, then I'll be paying for it. It'll come out you're going to take out my paycheck.
problem is the system's broken and there's no money behind you.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get something that's behind you.
our entire government's broken.
Oh yeah, I told you this.
Prison system's broken. Everything's broken. They need. Someone said within the next 20 years that we may not be like a whole entire country. I mean, we'll still be a country, but under another name.
What are you seasoning? That's too strong in my opinion.
No, it's from beef. I put a little bit of seasoning in it.
Well, you're a little bit of seasoning breaking the damn nose to me, but I'm not going to complain either. I just was asking what's the...
And we turn on the two, let it simmer.
Sometimes I feel bad.
Yeah, I do too.
Because people fucking come to hear about stimulus checks, and yet they don't want to fucking speak. They just listen to me and then they fucking leave, you know?
These people don't even deserve it.
No one deserves it. And because the government says everyone's entitled because AARP knows the old fucking biddies won't spend a damn dime. And you know what? I think the old biddies are smarter than us all. Think of it. Grandma might be fucking hoarding your money, but Grandma has a reason for hoarding it too. What is she gonna buy?
Look what era they were born in. Most of them were born in the 30s. What were we going through in the 30s?
Great Depression.
Uh-huh. And their parents had to hoard everything that they had. That's exactly what they're doing. They're seeing a repeat of the 30s.
All right. Enjoy your fucking beer, sis. See you later.
It's not just the U.S. that's going to be falling. The whole world's going to take a hit.
Yeah.
Well, business, the way the world sees it, will change. Probably forever. Last Great Depression put our countries in it. And look what happened to Germany.
Yeah, under Hitler's reign, the German franc wasn't worth anything.
Yeah, Japan wanted the whole Pacific because of everything. They just wanted it. The Great Depression kind of led us into World War II, and the aftermath of World War I did too.
Yeah, but the Great Depression hit because of Hoover not listening and people buying stocks on credit, and then the banks failed.
Yep. This time.
Hey, Mark.
This time it's a pandemic.
Yeah. And they're still saying that the stock market might crash. You eating that in your room?
Yes.
What's up, Mark? You caught me as I was thinking about leaving. No one's commenting right now. You know the rules about commenting, Mark. I'm not really hungry, so I'm eating a piece of cheese. Close all they're saying. This isn't a meal. For me, it is.
It's a meal to you. Then it's a meal. I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to say it's a meal to you. Because if it's a meal to you, by all means, enjoy your cheese meal. Cheese meal is good for you. Yes.
Yeah, I hear my father-in-law says up near the Great Lakes, it's like in the 60s right now.
Yeah.
But you're in what, Columbus or Cincinnati? So
warmest parts of Ohio, southeastern Ohio, the Appalachian foothills.
I'll tell you, this organic cheese isn't bad. When I run out of Sinclair to get more, that's one thing I can rely on is her to go get cheese. It's a lovely meal.
Town I went to school in apparently is now under a subtropical climate.
Shithole city, yeah. Yeah. I went through Columbus once. We stopped to look for a Sonic. And that was as far as we went. Went through Dayton, went through Inglewood. Inglewood's where I was born in Montgomery County.
How common is Sonic out there?
They're everywhere. My first time I had Sonic was Kentucky. Story goes, Dad went into a gas station when we were going down for my husband's grandmother's funeral. We walked into a gas station to get some stuff, some snacks and stuff for the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And Dad turns around and tells this guy he's sitting behind the counter, says, "Hey, where do you keep the corks?" And the guy says, "That's a funny request. What do you need a cork for?" He points to me. You know, I didn't pass really well back then. He says, "That one there, first time eating Sonic, had 4+ Sonic dogs." Guy was probably a 400-pound guy with a Nintendo controller tattooed to his arm. And he says, "The foot-long jobbies with chili?" Yeah, that'll do it every time. "Sorry, can't help you. You're just going to have to deal with it." And he's like, "Well, I better get to the hotel as fast as I can and get her to her room." So Dad had a lower floor. We had to go to the upper floor. Dad would call Aaron and be like, "So how's it going?" And hubby would be like, "Yeah, Dad, I got to smell it." And that was it, but back then, Kentucky allowed smoking in their hotels.
Yeah, I couldn't find Sonic anywhere when we went to Columbus. Like, a few places had it.
Well, they're in Pittsburgh, too.
Oh, yeah, they're common in Pittsburgh, not Columbus.
Columbus has, I think, one.
Columbus,
There's one in Mosey. There's one in Wenatchee.
Columbus is bombarded with Tim Hortons. And a few other things.
I'll have to check it out, Mark. Is it in a can or a glass jar? Because if it is, I could do that. She's going to leave me be again. So, you guys want to hear a light complaint? So, I basically have a piece of cheese, right? Because I'm not really hungry tonight. Plus, I don't know where my manicotti shells are. She hid those. So, can't make manicotti anyways, right? So, anyways, the complaint goes like this. She cooked up some ground hamburger. And guess who gets to do the fucking dishes? Lazy son of a...
Wait a minute. This is probably the one.
So, is it like a liquid cheese or an actual cheese? So, anyways, like I said, Mark, and Kimberly, I got to do it, They don't do anything except grocery shop. The benefits don't outweigh anything else. However, I was blessed. I got the electric bill. They emailed me a copy before it comes in the mail. I was like, "Oh, this is cheaper. I'll take care of it myself." Because what the hell? It's cheaper, Oh, well, I'll have to check it out, man. I know Taco Bell makes their own taco seasoning. You can buy it, So, anyways, didn't have much to say on this email, so thought about I agree with the content 100% with one of the people commented, So, anyways, like I said, it's just been really sad, that, we got so many people coming in for stimulus check info, Mark, but they're not commenting. I mean, I've already given the update again. No one's commenting. No one's asking questions, So that's the thing. Anyways, I better get going soon, but I forgot to tell you, Mark. I was talking to Kimberly and talking to others before you showed up about one of my gripes. I have a couple gripes, stimulus related, actually, for once. So let me tell you the story. A new report came out that toilet paper, furniture, coffee, cheese is a lot of stuff right now, Mark, being sold up, sucked up, and taken, leaving everyone else with not being able to get this stuff, right? Elderly, they're hoarding their money. Maybe it's a wise thing they're doing. Who knows? SSI, most of them, 98% got paid. They spend it on worthless crap, TVs, video game systems, which game systems are getting harder and harder to get to, by the way, Mark. One game I pre-ordered, they're backlogged. They're just like, hey, we're backlogged, So, that sucks, right? Now, let me give you the gripe about the stimulus part, okay? Then, Mark, top of all of this, right? Other people, they got their tax returns, everything, sucked up everything online. So you can't get things shipped in. Everything's been sucked up, greedy little bastards. It's like every man, woman, and child for themselves, right? The rest of us that have been waiting for their SSI stimulus, their SSDI stimulus, their veterans, their railroad stimulus, the survivor stimulus, and their retirement stimulus, right? They can't buy anything with it. So I turned around today. One of the gripes I had was I can't buy anything, right? What am I thinking? To donate my stimulus to an organization that needs the money. Literally, I don't need it. I needed paper towels, but you can't find them. Can't find shit paper because everyone sucked up the paper towels to use the shit paper to use it as shit paper. Oh yeah, exactly. That's what Chloe was talking about. They're hoarding. They're fucking hoarding, and guess what? What are you supposed to do? 1,400. I mean, think of my position. Okay, I need paper towels. Can't get it. Can't get it. Remember what I said a year ago, Mark? You were here a year. Remember what I said, brother? First stimulus comes, everyone's going to be fucking stealing and hoarding and grabbing, and then everything was shortage. Then it got to normal. Second stimulus came, same thing happened. Third stimulus comes, everyone's in. But here's the kicker of the third stimulus. There's more news about the stimulus. Higgins, old boy, was here, he'd be fucking doing a happy dance. They're now saying in May, once the stimulus checks are all paid out, that everyone that has to file taxes for the less taxes for the income on unemployment. So a single person, Mark, will get up to $10,200 because their unemployment taxes, right? That's what the report said today. Married couple that are both unemployed, $20,400. Think of it this way, Mark. What would happen if you saw 10,200 or 20,400 in the market? Again, where are we going to be at again? Same fucking thing. I mean, literally. The government turns around and says this money is not taxable. You get a tax check back for taxes if you had to claim $10,400 or more in income tax. They're going to give you a refund for $10,400 fucking dollars, or $10,200, $20,400. I mean, look, on top of getting $300 a week, Mark, or up to all the way to September, that's $1,200. Was $2,400. Remember, $2,400 a month for 4 months. Then it went down to 0, and then it went to like what, 300, I think it was, a week, or 400 a week, whatever it was. Right now, they're making all this money, getting Medicaid, getting fucking food stamps. By the way, did you know, Mark? Not that you would probably care, or you might, depending on if you're with the government. But are you well aware, Brother Mark, that the phone service, you ready for this? The phone service, brother, the free government cell phone service are backlogged. So you sit there and say, oh, I'm getting this great government phone, it's free. They're sending me a free phone and free this and free that and free yada, 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 like Brother Cam, right? They can't ship them out. They're backlogged 6 months. There's a person I know, So, battery's low. All right, well, take it easy, man. So, for the rest of you out there, since no one's commenting, I think I'm going to leave too. So, I'm leaving. So, there you have it. So, please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion, hit the like, subscribe button. Wholesome funny for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs. Thanks for watching, everyone, and God bless you in everything you do. Look for an update at 10 o'clock as usual to see if stimulus checks are pending. Otherwise, have a good night.